We started in 1999, and we started with nothing, with zero. Currently, we're at about 155 people and about 22, 23 million in sales and growing. We manufacture, this year will be about 93 million parts. Being able to manage 93 million parts is even surprising to me.
This component here will end up on every Mercedes-Benz made worldwide. It's a microphone cover. It's a product that we're producing about 5.9 million components a year. Our challenge was to streamline that process and condense it into one cell, one process that took the fabric, molded the plastic over the top of it. We get a mechanical bond, and when the part is ejected out of the tool, it's a finished component ready to go into the assembly. So each one has two on the top. They need to look right, they need to be functional, they need to be strong, they need to do everything that they're designed to do, and they need to be perfect.
This part is actually part to a door handle, and the part isn't that exciting, but it's the solution we developed for manufacturing it, because this is like 3.5 million pieces a year and goes to 6 different manufacturing facilities. Man, you can't have a bad part. Rather than designing a complicated clutch system for our tool that drives up into the part, because we have to keep it small and tight, and its cordless drills were the answer. It just popped in our heads and ran down to Lowe's and developed a system for actually validating that that insert is, for one, not flashed over, and number two, its threads are in place and intact. This thing's been running for years and 3.5 million parts a year and 0 issues. At the end of the day, the project ends up being more cost effective. It's just those little things that end up making a difference.
What I have here is a JK latch assembly, which goes on the Jeep Wrangler on the center console. One of the issues with this part is it becomes a safety item. During a rollover or any type of crash, this console lid cannot come open. If it does, there's a lot of problems because obviously things can come out of the console. What we've managed to do is come up with an assembly machine that takes all 7 parts, puts them together, and then tests every part to make sure all the components are in place, as well as the efforts are not too great or too small. This runs in Team 5 and we run it in 506. We make about 100,000 of these a year.
There isn't a product you can just go out and buy that can collect the data that we feel is necessary to really control your processes and know what it is. And so we ended up developing our own proprietary system. We call it HAL. HAL can send messages. So he's more of a nonverbal HAL. It knows what's going on the shop floor, so we know what's going on the shop floor. This is the monitoring component of our overall system. It starts with machine evaluations, then the mold evaluations. Those things together then running allow us to get a consistent process control that we can monitor and ensure that we can fine-tune the process so we make the same parts today as we did when the program started, say 6 months ago or a year ago. And we have people come in, customers that come in and look at this and they say, how do we get that? And we just kind of smile and say, well, you have to make it.
This particular part is out of our Mercedes WIM program. The application that we use for this part is an in-house system that we developed. We were able to individualize it to part. We have the gauges directly hooked up to the application, and it eliminates the human factor of maybe punching in a number on a keypad or writing it down individually on a piece of paper. The benefits of the application are threefold. It's efficiency, it's accuracy. The actual real-time data allows us to react immediately. If we see an issue, we can recognize it immediately and we can act upon it. It does not leave a lag time involved with it. It's an immediate type of thing.
What sets Stone Plastics apart, and it's just so simple, it's our culture. It's a culture by design, not default. It allows us to better focus on what the goal is, and the goal is satisfying our customers. We're horrible salespeople because we're mostly a bunch of engineers, so we sell ourselves through what we do. In a competitive economy, and it is innovate or die, that's the key to our long-term success.